Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 bot AI cast. We have got ourselves what should be a good one here today, as it is another one of these bot author recommended replays. So someone watched this game and said, hey, that's pretty cool. And now it will be our turn to see how this game goes. In the bottom right, we have got Chance, a random bot, I believe, playing with lurkers, according to that tag. And taking on Chance is going to be 27Turtles, which is a bot I've cast in the past. I can't recall exactly its features, though. Yeah, so a TVZ, but more importantly, a bot versus bot between these two. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy these bot casts, make sure to go ahead and slap that like button. Leave a comment down below saying more bots, more bagels, more bread, more, I don't know, more likes. How about that? Yeah, you guys are always the best at blowing that out of the water, and it really does help the channel and get these bot games out there to more people. So join the Discord as well. We've currently got a Nation Wars, well, not Nation Wars hasn't been around for a while, Nation League actual amateur tournament that I was able to hastily put together a Team Canada, as it's a team league for where all nations of amateur competitors play StarCraft 2 against each other. And I always love those kind of amateur tournaments. They're incredibly fun to play. So if you want to get involved in that, join the Discord. If you want to support the channel and support these daily videos, consider becoming a YouTube member. I definitely enjoy casting them. And if you want to support them, use that join button. Now, we do have Chance going for a Roach Warren already. I guess that's probably just a safety Roach Warren. I am expecting, based off the tag lurkers, that it's not going to be some crazy macro play by Chance. I get the feeling we will be seeing this bot go for like a 2-base layer into lurkers as pretty darn quickly. And then 27Turtles is just playing out a regular old macro game. It is scouting out as well. So 27Turtles is playing a very respectable macro game to start things off. We do have an early Roach Warren for the Zerg. That's not uncommon with these bots. That Reaper had some very crummy micro getting killed there by those lings. That is not something that really should happen. I know pathing is hard to do, but it's pretty clear that when your Reaper's got like less than 20 HP, running is probably the right decision instead of overly kiting. So that is nice for Chance that it was able to kill that off. We do already see a second gas going up for the Zerg, and we can only imagine what that's going to be for. We've got one queen being produced. I'm curious, will this natural become a lair? No, because there is going to be a third hatchery on the way, actually. So not as much of a rush to lurkers as I expected in this game. We've got double starports on the way for 27Turtles, a big SCV transfer going towards its natural, getting up a bunker at the front, a siege tank, and yeah, double starport is some serious firepower, so we'll see what that's going to be used for. Whether this is for Banshees, Ravens, Liberators, Battle Cruisers. I don't think it'll be Battle Cruisers just because double starport BC is mighty expensive. We've got lots of lings being made for Chance. Ling speed going to be on the way for that, and there we go. We do have that layer started finally. Is there going to be any creep spread? Creep spread is getting started here for Chance as well. That's very important. And my oh my, it is a fusion core, so it's going to be potentially a battle cruiser rush. The timings on it are a little bit weird, as like these starports are done and just waiting for that fusion core to finish up for quite a while. We do have roaches now being produced by Chance, a couple of safety roaches potentially, or some aggression. We shall see, as it's always hard to tell with these bots how exactly they tick, as some are like, all right, nice safe buildings, build order, and then others are like, all right, let's attack randomly. We do have a first battle cruiser on the way for 27Turtles. This could be quite powerful, seeing as how there's not a lot of anti-BC for Chance right now. There's no spores, 4 queens out, and the BC is going to be a very formidable threat. We do have lings coming in potentially for an attack as the Roaches are joining up behind this. Now, as someone who BC rushes a lot, it's all about getting out that first BC before the Zerg kills you. We'll see if 27Turtles can hold on long enough. That bunker and siege tank should be a good start for defending this. SCVs are being pulled off the line. The bunker is being repaired. That's going to be worth its weight in gold if SCVs do keep repairing that bunker. SCVs are perishing in this fight. However, Roaches are mainly firing at the bunker. There isn't that much of a repair going down on it, actually. A mule's working as hard as it can, but not all the SCVs were focused on that repair, and that was kind of the linchpin of the defense of 27Turtles. It's going to have to wait a long time for this BC to get out, and I am concerned that this BC may just teleport across the map as some of them do. No, it is going to defend. Okay, that's very important for 27Turtles, as these Roaches will get shot on still. That was a very successful attack by chance, and it's not even done yet. Interestingly enough, we are seeing a Zerg make Roaches that hasn't actually researched Burrow, which is just crazy, in my opinion. Like, what are you doing, Chance? These Roaches could be burrowing, as it is a bit of a recurring factor, just that Zergs really do like their Roach burrow. We do have some SCVs coming down. Thankfully, they will repair that command center. It's going to be a long road to economic recovery for 27Turtles, though, as it just got whacked hard. There's no third command center behind this. The Zerg is doing what Zergs do so well with these bot games. They hit their macro pretty much perfectly with that fourth base on the way. A battle cruiser is out, but Hydras are being produced, and Hydras are pretty darn good against battle cruisers. At least in, well, honestly, almost any numbers. Like, if you're going to pick a Zerg unit to fight BCs with, Hydras are probably the second best. As, I mean, in smaller numbers, the BC can do okay, I guess. But, I mean, the Hydras are still buying lots of time. They will deal damage to this BC. It's already at half HP, so it's not going to get too much economic damage done. There is a scan going down. I'm not sure where that was dropped. There's a BC in the main base attacking. So 27Turtles does have a bit of variation in where it's choosing to attack. One BC at the front, just raining down hate on these Zerglings. Lots of red Zerglings. I don't know if I've ever seen that many red Zerglings. Maybe when a Baneling hits some +1 Carapacelings, but that's about all I can think about. So the BCs are getting some harassment done. Chance is having a hard time attacking on in here. It's kind of getting pulled apart by these BCs, actually, as it's like, do I defend the one in the main, or do I defend the one at the fourth? This is something that happens to bots so much. We see a Yamato cannon delete a Roach, perhaps a little bit overkill, judging by that red stain on the ground. The BC count is going up as well. 27Turtles slowly getting its economy back online, dropping mules up to 43 SCVs, with the third command center now going to be starting soon. Yamato cannon going to delete a Lurker, actually, as Lurkers are pretty darn good, but not against BCs, and the main is abandoned. The fourth is still being poked. Looks like the Hydras do finally decide to chase this BC away, and this BC will teleport out for 27Turtles. Interesting teleport out location, as we'll see if some SCVs do come to repair that or not. Looks like, yeah, the third is the location selected for the repair. This BC in the main is honestly just hovering here. This is very bizarre. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Okay, this battle cruiser's having a bit of performance anxiety right here, as it's just doing what bots do. Too many commands getting issued to it, and once again we're seeing a case of, if the BC was just left to perform the default SC2 AI, it would be better than whatever 27Turtles is doing right now. Almost kills a Lurker and then teleports out. We do have another BC, I think, teleporting on out of there. As, yeah, there's now 3 injured battle cruisers, no repair going down on them yet, as a 4th BC moves on in. So 27Turtles needs to get some SCVs towards this base. Yamato cannon gonna delete that Lurker, kill off a couple Hydras. Still, the efficiency is pretty darn good for 27Turtles. A lot more resources killed than it's lost. Battle cruisers, though, are can be a little bit finicky, particularly when the Zerg hits certain tech. That being said, not every Zerg bot is as good at dealing with battle cruisers. Like, for example, we're still seeing Chance make Lurkers when it's up against a primarily air composition for now. The Zerg bot is on a 4 4 hatchery economy, 70 drones, so it's still doing pretty good in this regard. And oh man, I'm concerned right now. This battle cruiser is moving on out before it's been repaired. Whatever timer is on these BCs, this guy's like, nope, I've waited long enough. I crave violence, as he is going on in with a ship that's got a leaky hull, that's for sure. In goes this battle cruiser, scan to kill some creep. Yamato cannon. There is teleport off cooldown, so it will at least not suicide. So maybe that's the condition for the BCs, to have Yamato cannon off of cooldown before they move back out, regardless of their HP, which is an interesting design choice. Only like 2 SCVs are repairing here, by the way. So yeah, these BCs have got a lot of work. And okay, it is teleport being off cooldown, the threshold that is required for these BCs to move on out. We've got some siege tanks and marines moving on out towards the left. Battle cruisers heading towards the main base. And however, the Zerg army is now moving in towards the third. How many Hydras are we looking at here? There's currently 15 Hydras on the map against 3 battle cruisers. The problem is 4 battle cruisers, pardon me. The problem is these BCs have not been adequately repaired. A 4th base is being attempted by the Terran. That shall be a no-go. There is a siege tank, 2 siege tanks at that 4th. They're getting some good shots off on those Hydras, and they may actually be able to kill all these Hydras. It's going to be close. There's the big attack towards the natural. Siege tanks are moving on out. The tank is not sieging, however, not doing whatever a tank does best. In fact, it just gets way too far forward and gets killed. Battle cruisers are in the main base now, getting some work done. Whether it's enough work to counteract the damage getting done by Chance here, I'm not too sure. The lurkers are burrowing, roaches and hydras killing off the natural base. The 3rd base is set up, however, it's not a planetary. SC or a BC teleports back. It's going to need to be repaired. There is at least 1 SCV that gets assigned to the repair. It's interesting to see a bot that's actually not pulling too many SCVs to repairs. We so often see bots like pull all the SCVs to do a repair, so a bit of counterbalance as far as Terran development goes by 27Turtles. Lots of SCVs are being pulled to repair these depots, which unfortunately puts them in lurker firing range. 1 siege tank does pop out for 27Turtles, however, it is going to go down, get some big shots off. There's another one sieged up at the back that could get some good damage done. Another tank does pop out. These boys could potentially kill these Zerg units, and yeah, 2 more tanks actually popped out for 27Turtles. I do believe they are trapped behind this production though, and that is definitely the case, so they are just going to siege up. The main base of 27Turtles is being sacked. The 3rd is still mining a little bit, giving it a bit of money, maybe enough to repair up its battle cruisers. What's the army looking like? 3 Hydras against 4 BCs, so the anti-air isn't really here for Chance. It doesn't have any spore crawlers. It may have lost its Hydroden. No, it still has the Hydroden, so it can produce some anti-air. It is working away on that main base, and these tanks are eating some lurker shots. Looks like there is enough energy for a scan to shoot away on these lurkers, and this tank is being a bit of a hero. Only 3 lurkers remain. They are sieging up. The scan is gone now, though, so these tanks can actually be worked away on. These siege tanks are actually kind of in a beautiful position to defend the last few production buildings. Battle cruisers worked away in the main base as Chance attempts to reestablish this. Chance with a massive bank to its name. It's making lurkers and just running them all over the place. It really just needs anti-air, and it goes to show how some bots do not have that specialization to completely counter whatever its opponent's up against. Chance is just going for a very general composition, some Hydras, but then some lurkers and a couple of lings here and there, in hopes that eventually it will get out enough units to kill off these battle cruisers. And we may reach that situation, as I mean, the SCV count is going down, as it seems some SCVs are running into these lurkers, and it's a bot doing bot things. As 27Turtles is like, I must build a supply depot at that one specific spot. All my SCVs dying be damned. These 2 tanks are trapped, so they cannot be helpful here. The battle cruisers are doing what they can. There's currently 4 out. There is another in the main base. The HP on the BCs is decent. No upgrades for either bot. Chance is still mining, but what good is that when it's just making things like lurkers or like 1 Hydra at a time to deal with all these battle cruisers? 42 kills, 43 kills. Having a hard time clicking on the last guy, but he's got 59 kills to his name. Lurkers are coming on in once again. There is no scan, and one of the last siege tanks will go down as we'll see which bot is actually going to win in this situation. If there's a scan, that BC can or that tank can potentially kill those lurkers. Another lurker comes on in though, and that could be the death of the siege tank, and I think it will be. There's not enough energy for a scan, so the last production for 27Turtles will go down. It's got a bit of money left. There's the scan way too late, and that means that there's going to be no mule drop for 27Turtles. These VCs are still flying around. Time definitely is on Chance's side at this moment. And look at these bots. It's like, the factory is burning down, but I do need that tech lab as it spends some of its last precious money on that. 27Turtles supply blocked, losing its last factory. It may be able to drop a mule in a bit. We shall see. The BCs are really glitching out for 27Turtles as they want to, like, I guess they're just generally issued to attack the main. But, yeah, Chance is going to kill off that last factory. There's been no building liftoffs either, so I am worried that if a unit does make its way over to this orbital, that it will not lift off. Potentially a mule will be dropped, but no SCVs can be made either while this is going on. It's a supply block for 27Turtles, so until like 2, maybe 3 2 BCs die, it will not make an SCV, and that is not a good thing, losing its 2 BCs. And this is also more behavior I was scared of. A scan gets dropped somewhere, but it's just non-logical. So 27Turtles in a bit of trouble right now. Chance not taking any more bases, just programmed to get 4 bases, it seems, as it keeps running units forward into these BCs, into total destruction. A lurker is running around the map. These lurkers are just chilling, and I don't know which bot's going to win here. Time definitely is on Chance's side. This lurker is moving around the map now. If it does find this command center, I think it will just kill it. I don't see 27Turtles lifting it off. 27Turtles is scanning because of the burrowed units, which means it's not mining any money, potentially, like it could do with a mule. And I get the feeling that these bot authors did not program their bots for a potential base race situation here. And so I think Chance will come out ahead, but for some reason Chance isn't making anything. It's got resources, but it's not made a thing. A lurker does find the command center here, and oh man, is it going to lift off? I don't think it's going to. There is a scan on it. More lurkers come on in, and yeah, oh man, the BCs, they're just, what a sad ending to this bot game. It was a really great bot game here, though. I mean, I do think that 27Turtles is finished now, and the bot author needs to program their command centers maybe to lift off, but then there's a magnitude of reasons why you wouldn't do that. Who knows, maybe a Ling would run underneath it and burrow, and it would never land again, and that's a whole nother set of headaches. But 27Turtles really focused on this main base location. Even with Chance just making seemingly 1 Hydra at a time, I think it will eventually win here, as yeah, this refinery is gonna go down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this one, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. What else is there? Consider becoming a YouTube member. Leave a comment if you do enjoy this bot game and this bot base trade. That is gonna be that, though. Chance ends up taking it, and yeah, pretty well-rounded bots for the most part between these two. Obviously a very wacky situation with them kind of being hard stuck, with Chance just trying to take its main base again, never expanding outwards. 27Turtles unfortunately kind of killed itself by running SCVs into lurkers. It was close, though. Pretty darn close. And yeah, maybe I'll cast more of these bots in the future. Definitely some really great mid-tier bots, though. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for tuning on in.